Hey guys, welcome back to the JTO channel. Yes. Come on. Burnley, nil. Chelsea, 4. We love to see it. Great second half performance. Fantastic second half performance. First half was just poor, boring, just dull. But, we'll get into all that stuff. If you do enjoy this match review and if you're gassed to see Chelsea have beaten Burnley convincingly, then give this a like, subscribe, and obviously comment down below your thoughts as well on the game, and follow my social media down below. So obviously today, we knew it was going to be a hard game, and I thought the first half showed that. Obviously Thomas Tuchel came out with the lineup, an hour before the game. He started off with Edouard Mendy in goal. We had a back three of Trevor Chalobah back in the side, Thiago Silva and Rudiger. We had wing backs of Saul, played left wing back today. Reece James back in the team, his first game starting in 3 months. And then obviously we had the double pivot of N'Golo Kante and Jorginho. We had the front three of Kai Havertz top, Pulisic on the left, Mason Mount on the right. And I can't lie to you, there were a couple bits of this lineup where I wasn't unhappy. To be honest, seeing Kante and Jorginho in this game today, even before the game, I was like, I don't think it's necessary that we need both of them. I was very disappointed not to see Kovacic in this team, because I just think he just brings something different to that midfield that, is key to us maybe unlocking defenses and, just doing more in the final third, in my opinion. Saul at left wing back was a bit of a surprise. At first I was like, oh, it shows he doesn't rate Alonso. But then when I clocked that Alonso wasn't on the bench, I was like, okay, it makes sense. He's clearly got COVID, and it was confirmed he does have the Rona. So yeah, hopefully Alonso gets well as soon as possible. And I've got to say, before we even move forward, like, Saul playing today is a big red flag for me as well. Not because of the player himself. I actually thought Saul overall did a job today at left wing back, a lot better than his performance when he played at Zenit. If you remember, that's the only other time he played at left wing back today. But in today's game, he done a job. But for me, I just keep on questioning it. Why did Kennedy come back? Why? I thought Kennedy came back to sort of be the backup to Alonso at left wing back, to provide that competition. He's not even doing that. So I just think to myself, why did he come back? Why? For me, waste of time, innit? We wasted Kennedy's time. He could have maybe gone on loan at another club where they could have used him in his position, wherever. But yeah, I guess he's just there to fill up the numbers, innit? So it is what it is. And again, Mason Mount playing over Hakim Ziyech was a bit iffy for me. I would have liked to see Ziyech play today. Anyway, so that was the team. We move on to the first half, and let's be honest, right? I got to give Burnley credit. Before I get into Chelsea, I've got to give Burnley credit. I saw many people cooking the team, cooking the players, and yes, it was a shit half. Even I tweeted out, it was a shit half. But I've got to give Burnley credit, because the way we was trying to play, whether it was overloads down the left-hand side or the right-hand side, or we're trying to play in between the lines, or any sort of space we're just trying to find in their final third, in their half, Burnley just, boom, straight away. They closed it down straight away. They put pressure on our players straight away, which is why we struggled to create chances in the first half. Our best chance of the game was probably a long shot from Antonio Rudiger. And I even tweeted at half-time, we may need a screamer for him to open this game up, if you know what I'm saying. Because we did need just that one bit of quality from just one player alone, just to do like sort of all of it and just get the goal for us. And I'll explain the first goal, in which that was the case, in which that did open the game up. But in the first half, we were dull. We were barely creating any chances. You could say there wasn't enough movement, but I was seeing movement from Pulisic. Not as much from Mason or Kai, although later in the half, Mason tried to move down the left-hand side to do something. But I was seeing movement in Pulisic. I was seeing Kai trying to do stuff. And sometimes Mason as well, but it just wasn't coming off. And I would just give Burnley credit, because for me, they just closed down the spaces. They made sure that they didn't play a high line, so then we could create the overloads down the right-hand side, because Reece James only put in like 2 crosses in, and they both went to the keeper, and I think one was maybe a bit too high. So at the end of the day, Burnley just really defended well. It was just up to us to find that little bit of extra quality that we just needed in the final third, because sometimes I think as a unit in attack, we lack that. I've noticed this, yeah. All our attackers have good individual quality, and for me, that showed in the second half. But as a unit, whatever front three it is, as a unit, I don't know what it is, but something's just wrong with it for me. Like, for some reason, I just don't think it just never works on a consistent basis. It may work for 1, 2, maybe 3 games, but on the long run, let's say 10 games in a row, whatever front three you play, I guarantee in 7 of those games, all 3 of them will probably play badly, and you'll probably see 3 good games or 4 good games from them likely. But in the second half, I don't know what Tuchel said to these men. I have got absolutely no clue. I don't know whether he screamed at them. I don't know whether he barked orders. I do not know what Tuchel said to them. But whatever he said, it flipping worked, because we came out the second half, fam, with that intensity, with that drive, with that quality, bro. In the final third, all of a sudden, we're now starting to move the ball quickly. We're shifting Burnley left to right a lot faster as well, which means we're starting to find that space down the wide areas, in which that is where our bread and butter normally is as a team when we like to attack. In this system, the wing backs are so important, and especially Reece James and Saul found a lot of space down that left hand side and the right hand side respectively a lot of the time that second half. And if you saw in the first goal, just that extra bit of quality of Reece James, man. The ball is given to him, he goes on the right, he shifts to the left, and he shifts back to the right. Eventually he takes the shot on, finds that extra bit of space, enough space just to take the shot on, hits it in the bottom corner. Welcome back, Reece James. I missed you very, very much. Wow, he just came into there and showed just why we've missed him so much, with just his crossing ability, his shooting ability as well. He's the only player in the Chelsea squad who has 5 goals and 5 assists across all competitions this season. So fair play to him, well done to him as well. And yeah, I've missed him very much alongside Ben Chilwell. And when those two get back together as a pairing, hopefully we can cook and do bits even next season. I still think we'll do bits this season, but with Reece James back, at least that was very, very key, and we just needed that extra bit of quality to just open the game up. Reece James brought that extra bit of quality, like I said, shifted to the right, then to the left, back to the right, found a little bit of space, boom, 1-0 Chelsea. And all of a sudden, we just keep going. We just keep on going. The intensity's still there. The movement is still there. How quickly we're starting to actually play is still there. We're not looking lethargic. We're not looking lazy. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know what Tuchel said to these man, but when they came out for the second half, fam, them 10 minutes, we just came out the firing blocks and said, F this blood. We need to absolutely kill off these man, yeah? And that second half performance, in terms of chance creation, was like the previous game we played against Burnley in the 1-1 draw at Stamford Bridge early in the season. Like, from minute 1 to 90, we created chance after chance after chance after chance against Burnley, and we just didn't take our chances. Today's game, in the second half in particular, was similar to that game. It's just at least the difference was, in this game, we scored the goals and we took our chances when we needed to. Finally, because my God, that Burnley 1-1 draw at Stamford Bridge early in the season, wow. It was so frustrating. The scoreline today, 4-0, literally should have been the scoreline in the previous game, if you know what I mean, against them. So, very happy to see that. Obviously, the second goal, the ball shifts out wide to Christian Pulisic, who's now, like I said, he's using his movement. He's trying to move into areas. Him and Mason Mount were doing that, at times even interchanging as well, in areas of the field. He gets on the ball. He's on his right foot. He cuts in on his left foot, puts in a really, really good ball in, manages to find Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz with the header, goal. Kai Havertz, the number 9, the real number 9 fam that we should be playing week in, week out. So he gets the goal. Christian Pulisic gets the assist. Very, very important for both of them to start contributing on that front, getting goals and assists, because that's the one problem we do have with these attackers. So I'm hoping this game gives the likes of Pulisic, Kai Havertz confidence to keep on going, to keep on playing in their positions, and hopefully just keep getting goals and assists, man, because that's what we need. We need that sort of link up from them both. And Mason Mount as well, who I think had a poor game today, but we'll get into that more detail in the player ratings video. But yeah, very good goal. And then straight after, literally like a couple minutes after as well, like 2-3 minutes later, again, the ball just shifts out wide to Reece James. And out of nowhere, all of a sudden, there's all this space in the box. And Reece James puts a really good ball in, low drive, powerful. Kai Havertz is there to tap it in. I think he hit it twice with his right foot and then his left foot. So the guy even nearly fluffed his lines, but who cares? Kai Havertz got a brace today, pretty much a tap in. Reece James got the assist. Reece James comes back with a golden assist. My God. Oh boy, have we missed this guy, man. We've just missed that pace. We've missed that power. We've missed that defensive ability, that crossing ability. Like, no disrespect to Aspilicueta, but you know the profile of Reece James as a right back compared to Aspi are completely different. Reece James just brings that power, that pace, that drive with the ball, that skill, that extra bit of skill that he just has, you know, as a young right back he is. So, yeah, we love that. You know, he puts the ball in, Kai Havertz tap in, 3-0. And obviously the fourth goal as well, a bit of a weird goal. This time the ball goes out wide to Saul. Mason Mount gives it to Saul. Saul puts it in. Bit of luck happens. I think they tried to clear the ball. I think it was Tarkowski, if I'm not wrong, who tried to clear the ball. Pulisic, it's right in front of me. The whole goal was wide open. He couldn't miss. He just smashes it in the net. So, yeah, very, very good attacking team performance in the second half. And then Tuchel made some changes. It's funny how we ended the game. We literally ended the game with two midfielders as left wing back and right wing back. Ruben Loftus-Cheek came on as a right wing back. Reece James went off. Obviously, you know, he's not ready to play a full 90 minutes yet, which is fair enough. He just came back from an injury. Obviously, we brought on the likes of Kovacic as well for Mason Mount. Timo Werner came on, in which, don't know if I agree with that. Would have liked Sinziet come on, but it is what it is. 4-0 win. Nice, composed half for the rest of it after we scored the fourth goal. Just kept on keeping the ball. Burnley had a couple moments, but yeah, it is what it is. Chelsea took your chances. We created, and yeah, happy with the win. 4-0. We are now sitting comfortably in third. How many points are we on? Oh, I forgot. Is it 53? I think it's 53. I think we're 6 points clear of United with a game in hand. I think, you know, we're just firing away from this top four race because, like I said, I'm not trying to get myself, not trying to get this team involved, not trying to see this team involved in the top four race. I told you, we should be moving on now to trying to challenge for the title and be moving on from these top four battles. So hopefully we finish there comfortably. And if anything, maybe try catch up to Liverpool, even though they're in a title race. But I mean, why not? We're not even that far off behind them. I think we're like 7 points behind them or something like that. Why not, in it? So yeah, we'll see what happens in the future. Hopefully we'll just have a good end to the Premier League season and finish comfortably in third or maybe second. Who knows? But yeah, I'll see you guys in my player ratings video in a second. So yeah, I'll see you lot then. Peace.